How we doing, guys? What's up, Brian? What's up, Rudy? We're about to have some fun. What's up, Joe? Hope you guys are all having a good night tonight. I know I am. Another good day. Woo! What is this? Oh, I didn't know you were in there. Or I had forgotten you were in there. 12 boxes of hobby tonight. I like it. Ooh. Get my big head in there. Woo. What's up, Jarrett? Garrick, Marie, Tommy, Sam, Mark, Mandy, Butterman, and Mandy again. You know, it's kind of funny. When I was going through here, I'm not going to tell you what song went through my head, but when I looked up and I saw everyone claiming, and it said, Rudolph and the Reds. I'm not going to tell you what song went through my head. What's up, Ben? Rudolph and the Reds. I'm sorry, Rudy. There will be no singing. If I started doing that, that would completely change the scope of what we do, and all of a sudden we would become a musical channel, and you know. And while that's fun, the only places I sing are, in the shower and. All right, so what we're going to do here tonight is we're going to open 12 boxes of something. For the fun of it. I am going to have Annette come and help me crack packs because, leave these, well, hey, when you're breaking them, just leave these, put those on top. Because if I don't have her come and help me with packs, this thing is going to take a lot longer than I want it to. And while I don't mind hanging out with some of you, some others of you are a little sketchy, and I don't want to hang out with you. And you know who you are. You were sketchy before you got here. You're sketchy now. You'll be sketchy after you leave. Did Annette open her plant mail? Yeah, she opened. Yeah, she opened her plant mail. How did you know about? Oh, I see. Because that's right.
Picture that I had plant mail at home. I'm excited. I'll post pictures of the plants here shortly. But first, I must crack. All that.
You can have it. Maria's getting mean in her old age. Maria's getting mean in her old age. What is going on? Are you kidding me? Jeez. That's kind of a mean thing to say. We're a very hostile group. Very hostile. You guys are very hostile. I can't believe people who are not even in the break are rooting against me. People who could not even be bothered to buy a team are rooting against me. Could be bothered or too slow to pick up a team. Either way, are rooting against me. Either way. So what can we expect out of 2020 Top Series 1? Well, not a lot of autographs. If you guys will remember right, we've opened a decent amount of this, and usually there's only a couple autographs in an entire case. So what we're looking for is we're looking for color. We're looking for volume of rookies. I didn't make her slap you. She did it on her own. I told you she's hostile. She is hostile. She's very angry. She's angry because she's old and slow, and Sam beat her to the Dodgers. It's not my fault. Sam's younger. He's faster. He got the Dodgers first. He will reap the rewards of having the Dodgers first. I mean, that's life. I didn't tell her to hit you. I did not say anything about touching you. She did that on her own because she's angry. Marie, punch yourself in the face. Did she punch herself in the face? No? Oh, well. So we will get through this case. It will be fun. We'll get lots of good color. We'll get some good autographs. Usually it feels like the last several cases we've had of this, we've gotten red autos, which is nice. Well, you said that she says whatever, does whatever I tell her to do. I just figured I'd give it a shot and see what happens. And one silver pack per box. Hobby exclusive silver pack. Huh? Oh, blue pack. Let's see if we can get this right. We probably can't, but that's okay. Shohei, Tatis, and Aaron Judge. That would be a nice one. Where will I put the... We're going to have to move these one at a time. Fernando Tatis. Austin Meadows, is he an SP? I don't remember. The 69 is not an SP. Andy Petite. He is a Yankee after all. They're all a little petite. Mookie Betts. Shane Bieber. Look, Bo Bichette. Brandon Crawford. Wow, Mike Trout black. And right behind that, another Mike Trout. That's interesting. I would assume that this is Mike Trout out of 299. I feel like our Mike Trout, the what do you call it? We pulled. What's it called? The polar bear was a. The polar bear was a out of the hobby box. That's what I'm trying to say. Nico Horner. I don't know for sure if that is in fact the case, but I feel like it was because it's been a while. I hope everyone has had a chance to look at the updated schedule of releases from Topps that I posted in the group. So we are in fact getting Bowman on the 22nd, which is nice, but it is both good and bad. While my allocation is good and I'm happy with my allocation, there may or may not be more after we get that first wave. If the numbers continue to stay where they are currently at, I am not going to, I'm not going to buy anymore. I'm just telling you guys right now. I'm not going to spend $4,000 a case and turn around and try to, you know, then break that down to you guys. What the hell are we going to sell? 4,000 a case? What are we going to do for that? I mean, it would have to go, in order for me to break even, it would have to go 4,300. Somebody do a little math at $4,300 and divide that by 29 teams to see where it would be. Divide it by 30 teams and see where all the teams would have to be. It would be a very, very difficult proposition. Goldie. And so, you know, we'll just have to see. I hope that is not in fact the case, but I am starting to believe it might be. And I would be sad.
163.
And that's at a random. That would be at a random. Okay, if we did a PYT for a case that on the next week costs us that much more. And so to me, I'm happy to break it if we have the people who want to break it. And I honestly don't care after the first wave if we make any money off of it, because I'm kind of assuming that we won't. And so that's fine. It's not that we won't break anymore. I'm just saying it's going to be a Shohei. If that is in fact the case, it will be an expensive proposition. If and you know what I mean. Woo, look at that. Jordan. Foil. Jordan Alvarez. So we'll have to see how it goes. My hope is that the prices will, after we get done with this, come down. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have a good answer at all. And I have no idea what this is going to look like until Wednesday, maybe of next week. Then we'll have a better idea of where it's going to be. Here's... How come... Just like that. So we'll see. But either way, we're going to have fun doing it. Either way, we will have fun doing it. I think what we're going to start doing now, though, because of the increased expense in shipping, is we're going to start charging shipping for certain categories of people. There will be two categories. There will be the free category, and then there will be Marie. So there will be two categories. So the one category will have to pay for shipping, and then the other one will be free. I'll let you guys figure that out. Nationals are tempting. Yeah, because there's just so much. I mean, and how many, you know, you only got to score one decent trout. Eloy. And so, you know, shipping will go up for, unfortunately, some people. That's just the way that is. I can't fix it. Juan. You know. Orion shipping will always be free. Those are the categories: fake it or don't fake it. Marie is the only one who doesn't fake it, so she doesn't get, you know. But you gotta, you know, you gotta applaud her stick-to-itiveness. So the one thing, and Bob mentioned it, and the one thing when I saw it, I thought the same thing too. June 26th for Series 2. So we're going to have Series 2 before we're going to have the season begin. That seems like a very tough thing to do. Like, you know, how can we have Series 2 before we have a season? So my guess is that might change. That date may change. May not. But that seems like an odd thing to have a Series 2 without a season. Anthony Santander. Did I win my card? That would be the end of the auction. Did I win? Oh no, it's a Hoya.
Is it a Hoya that I need?
I don't know. Desirable, succulent, tropical plant, uncommon. I don't know.
That's one of the gardenia ones. That's going to be expensive.
Let's see, did I win? I'm the high bidder with 2 minutes left to go. You know, if you guys are on eBay, you'll notice that the cheapest cards on eBay right now are Dodger cards. And so I'm buying up giant lots of Dodger cards to burn them. You know, you can get them. You can get Dodgers. I mean, like 100 for less than $1. It's crazy. Gavin Lux, the whole 9 yards. So, you know. This is a Yadier Molina SP. And so we are going to have the Dodger bonfire. We're not really going to have a Dodger bonfire, but it's fun to torture Marie. Here, we put these on the back. Be sorted. While it would be fun, it would be a little mean. I would send the Dodger cards to Marie first before I would burn them. Glybar.
Yes, do it live on Facebook.
I think our next deck will be streaming on multiple live platforms. I think that's the next thing we're going to do. I've been looking into it a little bit more. Really, the only thing I want to stream on is YouTube, and then in the Facebook group, and I can do that on both the Facebook pages, the outer page and the inner page, which is what I wanted. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and start doing that. So should I keep torturing Marie, or should I just stop now? Because I have something else. But I don't want to be mean, but I'm having fun doing it. Man, we haven't had a Gavin Lux yet, have we? This is so far not a Gavin Luxy day. Must mean we're going to get some deep color. So I've been pricing out some things because we're going to have a mascot. And so what I've decided that I'm going to do is that we're going to our mascot. Since I can do this life size, will be a Pikachu with Marie's face on it, since they're about the same height in real life. And so, you know, that's going to be our mascot. There's a Pikachu with Marie's face. We're going to call it Marikachu. That's what its name's going to be, Marikachu. And then whenever we have them up here, it's going to be a bobblehead. And so I'll say, "Hey, Marikachu, do you love the Giants?" And then she'll shake her little head, yes.
You're gonna get Mandy in trouble for laughing about all this.
Next time we go to Florida, the first thing that's going to happen is Marie's going to punch me. I'm not even going to say anything to me. She's just going to punch me. Well, she'll have to jump up and hit me in my calf muscle or something, but maybe get me in the back of the kneecap. But either way, she'll punch me. What the hell's going on here? Quit it. It's not probably Hoya. Hold on, let me turn down my phone because everything is Hoya.
Kneecapping can be crippling. Just ask Nancy Kerrigan.
So that's going to be, you know, part of the fun of. I'm going to guess that is an SP for Rafael Devers. It is, in fact, an 84. That is the same phone number that Marie writes on bathroom walls at Disney World. I've seen it firsthand. You thinking about coming here with Marie? We aren't home when you guys are coming. Hey, look, Gavin Lux. I'm pretty sure we're going to be gone during that time. I have a business trip. I'm meeting with Tops at their headquarters about something. Whenever you guys are coming. Juan. What you know what's good about this? You're gonna have like a 4 days. You know, they're gonna do the entire season in like a month, so it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna have just a handful of games to choose from. So who bought? I know Mark did because he was messaging me for the entire day about it. The entire day about it. Did anyone else buy the T206 packs? I did not. And Mark really didn't, but I like to torture Mark. I'm not sure what to expect with them. It says Series 1. Does that mean there's going to be more than one series? And I see that you can buy them for like another 38 days or something. But I also did notice that when I logged into the Topps website today to take a look at them, you had to do a thing that, you know, that you weren't a bot, which I thought was really good. So, you know, you sell them on eBay. What do you mean? What do you have to do with them? You make a video about it.
It does sound like Star Wars.
T206, those are those old cards. Remember those old cards we pulled out when we were doing the, was it Inception? What was it? Tribute? And those small old cards, those are T206 cards. Topps is doing a release of those. Hey, look. An autograph of Corey Dickerson. So we did get an autograph. Nice. For the Phillies. That's a good start. Corey Dickerson. Those one of ones that we pulled out, those are T206 cards. And so Topps is doing a new release. Someone said, who did Dan say? 5 waves? 5 waves. That's a lot of waves. That's a lot of waves. Shane Bieber. Bob, no one honestly cares about the cards you collected when you were little, all right? No one cares. So stop bragging about them. Aquino. Why are you thankful that you passed on the fills? That makes about as much sense as I don't know what. Corey Dickerson. It's an autograph. Uh-huh. Sounds like you're bragging to me. Yeah, you have the John McGraw card because you knew John McGraw. I literally think you guys were born the same year. Once again, for the guy who played with Little League with Babe Ruth, you know, it's not a stretch to believe you might have some of these cards. Carlos. Mike Yastrzemski. What, did he come to the home to visit you guys? You got an autograph while he was at the home? I don't know. I assume if they were small, they were. Steven Strasburg. I would assume, since I'm not sure that there were any other cars, there were some other issues in that era, that those might have been the tobacco packs. I would guess. That's right, I do like torturing Bob. No, I don't care what you think about it. Is that you or me? That's you, huh? Pete Alonso. You know what? I keep flipping. Every time I flip, then I got to flip back. And then I flip back. See that? One card, then I got to flip back. And now I'm not flipping back. Johnny Cueto. I knew you were somehow to blame for that. I didn't know 100% for certain, but out of 50, the Nationals team card. 15 out of 50. And you all know what I'm about to say. Does somebody want to beat me to it? 1550. That is an interesting year in baseball history. 1550. Anyone want to hazard a guess why? I need to hold the cards lower, huh? That's right, Brian. It's the last time the Dodgers won the World Series. That's right. Maybe in your little tiny world they didn't, Garrick. Maybe in your little tiny world they didn't exist. But if you feel like you got to kiss up to Marie or something, then you go right ahead. It's perfectly fine. We will allow you to embarrass yourself on the feed by not playing along. DodgersSuck.com for all your Dodger hating needs. DodgersSuck.com. And what is our takeaway from this, boys and girls? Garrick needs to learn how to play along. Uh-huh. How can you be piling on when you did just the opposite? You just did the absolute opposite of what we were doing. I made a joke and you tried to kill said joke. So the only thing you're trying to pile on then is me? And that, my friend, would be a mistake.
You haven't won a game yet this season, Mandy.
What is that question mark for? What is that question mark for? I failed to see why you have a question mark. It's not the Giants, it's the entire city of San Francisco, Marie. It's the entire city of San Francisco that smells like that. So it's not necessarily the Giants. Greg Kimbrell out of 69. Oh, that was a good one. I like it. Woo! I don't think I'd buy that if I were you. Oh, my Lord, that was funny. Are you leaving us, Brian? Why are you leaving us? Brian, if you leave me, you're my only backup. Okay, fine. But just remember, you're my only backup. Mandy only does things in fear. Out of fear. What's up, Shuey? That was funny. Oh, let's see. Maybe we'll get a platinum. Who's a lightweight? Oh, Brian, because he's going to bed. Mike Trout. We're going West Coast here a little bit. Mike Trout. Jordan. Jordan Alonso. It smells like Mexican food. Yadier. There you go. Sign postseason would be cool for who? You? So nice having somebody to open the packs. Let's see. Let's look at the packs and see if we can pick out one of them that has an autograph. I think that one does. It's hard to know. Ah, well. Let's go to this. The silver pack. Nolan Keston. Uh-oh. Come on, Mike Trout. Ah, Mike Trout. What? What did it finish at? 327. Damn. Is it that?
Lana is expensive.
Is it that much of a?
I've never seen a Svetlana Sultan, so I don't know.
What's our big hit so far? A foil Yordan Alvarez. That's our big hit so far. And the ones I've been laying on Marie. Those have all been big hits. Body blow, body blow. What game was that? Remember that? What video game was that? Where it would say body blow. Jordan. Can't remember. Must have been Nintendo.
Mike Tyson.
Was it Mike Tyson? I don't think it was. I don't think they had that in Punch Out. I love me some Punch Out. I have that upstairs. I play it. Oh Lord, Marie's about to sing or play her ukulele. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you look at YouTube videos, if you look up Disney World ukulele player, you're going to see Marie marching in the ukulele band at Disney World. That's how I met Marie, is that I tripped over her when they were walking by. I wasn't looking down as I was walking. Don't know. This needs to be appropriate. Tim Anderson.
Oh, Barry Zito was on there, huh?
I'm telling you guys, why do you guys wasting your money? Send your cards to CL's card grading service. The turnaround time it's days. He will look at the card. He will give it a grade. He will slap a what do you call this little sticky things? No, not stickers. Post-it note on it. and then you'll know. He will slap a Post-it note with a grade on there. Michael Conforto, $5. $5. Why you guys pay more when you can do CL's card grading service? Working. And it's guaranteed. If the Post-it note falls off, you can send it back, and for $1.95, he'll put another one on there. I think that's pretty good service. Pretty good service. He also guarantees all of his work, so if you send the card to a different grading service and it grades different than what he put on there, you will get a 50% refund. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. See, I'm not the only one who feels Sinister of the Force. What's going on, Short Man? You could feel Mandy. She's been screaming Wang every day, every night that she's on the feed. I don't even know. So I just try not to look up. If you want to send it anything to CL to have him grade it, that's CL's grading service, P.O. Box 12345, Long Island, New York 01247. That sounds like a good number. I don't know the zip code for Long Island, so if someone does. Jacob DeGrom. That is a good question. That is a good question, Dan. If you would have asked me that 6 months ago, I would have said yes. But we are in such a weird place in the hobby. I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. And that's a really... I don't know. It might be his prison number. It might be his prison number. It's hard to know. Logic would say yes, Dan, but ain't nothing logical about what's going on now. Christian Yelich. Hey, look at that. Aquino Green. Yelich. You know, the thing is, though, with Bowman, what you're chasing is not paper, you're chasing chrome. So I'm not sure it's going to have an effect that way. You know what I'm saying? Shohei. It was inevitable that prices were going to come down on this a little bit because there's a lot of people out there. But I mean, there's a lot of product out there, but it's not coming down very fast. I got to tell you that. What's up, Dane? Bo Bichette. I was kind of curious on the Bowman first break we did yesterday, just how many people we would get, which is why I had that backup just in case it lagged, you know. And it did not lag, and I would assume that the break tomorrow is not going to lag either. Merrill Kelly. But again, I mean, that had to happen. That happens, and that happens with every card for every player. There's always, right after release, the glut drives the price down. Then when it starts, you know, then it goes back up when it starts drying up. I think the dumbest thing I've seen about that Dominguez auto that's on there, the green one, is that someone has a reserve on it. You're out of your mind. I'm sorry, Dana, I can't share that information with you. If I tell you, then everyone will know. Yeah, that bozo, I would take off the reserve. Hey, look at that. That is nice. Is that a 65? I mean, 85 it is. Wow. That one is nice. I would love to have that one. Jackie. SSP. Very nice. Yeah, that is very nice. I like that a lot. That's worth the Dodger spot right there. I mean, not monetarily, but from the point of the cool factor. That's a cool factor card. Oh, good. So he whoever it is does have some common sense, so that's good. Let's just say, Dane, that I have enough that we'll be able to scratch our itch for sure. We don't put Jackie Robinson in a bonfire. Mookie. That would be sacrilege. Yes. We were just talking about that actually earlier, Dane. And that I was talking to some people who know this market very well, and they are guesstimating that the Bowman Jumbos are going to be $4,000 a piece on release. And again, if that is the case, then I am not buying any more because there's no room in that for us to break it. And in an ideal world, we will be doing PYTs. The cards, Dan, go with whatever team they're on. I never change that. So whatever team they are listed with will be the team that they go to. Unless I want the card, then I will change the, you know. Does CL have a site, Peter? No, he just has a P.O. box. He has a P.O. box. But I sent him a couple cards, you know, and he sent them back, and I immediately put them in a penny sleeve and a top loader, and the you know, the Post-it note stayed on pretty well. I was happy with this Post-it note staying on there. Yeah, Dane. So, you know, the thing is, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen with that. We do have enough to take care of what we need to take care of for our group. Let's just say that. And then, but outside of that, when we go, if we go to buy a Wave 2, if it's anywhere near that price, I'm not gonna reload. Again, I don't mind not making money, but there's no money in that thing at 4,000 unless the Yankees are selling for $2,000 a spot. Now, if the Yankees are selling for $2,000, think about this, guys. Think about this for a second. If the case is $4,000, let's say the break was of $4,000, and let's say that he did genuinely go. The Yankee spot did genuinely go for $2,000. You still have a long way to go. $2,000 more in 29 teams to get there, you know, for a break even. So, I don't know. No checklist out yet. I don't understand. I am not going to pretend with any of you that I do understand. I think some of you out there are smarter about Bowman than I am. I know that I have been having these conversations with the people that I know that know this product well, CL and Adam Duncan, privately, and several people off of here. I mean, I have almost daily conversations with people about the product. Hey, here comes an autograph. And you know, if it was a Bellinger SP, I would have taken it out, Rudy. I don't even have any idea where it was at. Why are you always causing trouble? I don't even see a Bellinger in here. Rudy, you troublemaker, you. Man. Where? No, that was... What have I said about you calling me out publicly?
Yes, you just missed it.
I did?
That's what Chewy said.
Chewy said I missed it? All right, well, Chewy said I missed it. I don't know. Then it's not an SP. If it's a sideways card. Man. Now I got to find it because now I want to know. Oh, this one. Oh, maybe. Hey, Rudy. Are you calling me a short stack, Rudy? You're being mean? Let's see. It is, in fact, an SP. But that does not make up for the fact that you called me out publicly. You hurt me, Rudy. You hurt me. Good eyes, by the way. Uh-oh, looks like we have an autograph. That's why it takes a village. It takes a village to break a box of cards. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Juan Soto. I thought it was an autograph. Juan Soto. Now, I appreciate you guys letting me know. If it were Marie calling me out, she would start with, "Hey, dummy." You know, and that hurts my feelings. But outside of that. I'm glad you guys are watching. And you guys know I have a Dodger block already, so it's hard for me to see Dodger cards well as they're coming through. So, again, I appreciate it. Woo, turn that fan a little bit more this way. Man, it is hot, Bo. Didn't we already have that pack? Did they open the windows?
Yeah, there's a couple of them open.
Man. Do we have, are the storms coming? Hey, short man, you got storms coming? Anyone live in the
Severe threat through tonight.
in the southern part of Texas, Houston, or San Antonio? I thought we had some kind of severe threat tonight.
A line of storms is expected to push through the area from the northwest to the southeast overnight. Some of these storms may be severe with damaging winds. There's a low threat for hail and an isolated brief tornado. The line should be moving from St. Louis Metro around 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh, your whole family does? Is that a good area to go visit, short man? I fear that our business trip to Hawaii may not work out the way that we want it to. And so we might go look at Texas first.
Thunderstorms starting at 3 a.m.
Okay.
all the way through to 3 p.m.
Or Florida. But I'm afraid to go to Florida because Marie will punch me. So I have to wait for Marie to chill out, and that takes a couple of months. Food, good food. I don't care about the sites. I'll be honest with you, short. I'm just kidding. But I like food. I like to eat.
Yes.
My idea of happiness is driving down the road and seeing someone on the side of the road selling tamales. That's my idea of happiness. And to any of you who haven't experienced that, you should. Gene Segura. That's what we grew up with in Galt. It'd be like being back in Cali. Well, that would be our first one would be going to Hawaii to scout a future possible home for Restlesscraft Breakers, but we might not be able to. So we're kind of looking at different areas we might want to relocate to for the business. For the business, of course. Every time I flip this stack over, it goes right back. Hey, look. There's Matt Chapman in 84. I saw one on my own. Matt Chapman. My goodness. You forget how many cards are in a hobby case until you knee deep and open them one. You know, usually, Shuey, on the we had been getting about one per on the hobby. For jumbo, we were getting about one every 5 cases. So I was hoping the SSP would be Willie Mays, but it's okay. So for reference, other breakers have 5 case Bowman breaks, random player. Random player. So 262 times 69 is how much? Glaber. And that's for jumbo? How much is that in dollars? Alkaline. Over $18,000. And that's a 5-caser. So in theory, he will lose money on that. In theory, he would lose money on that. Well, I would assume, Mark, that if you're shipping priority mail, it would be whatever the normal priority mail price is. Since I do send things to Hawaii, and it is whatever the normal. The other rates are a little higher for non-priority, but not bad. So random player at $69. Wow, that is taking a serious shot. You could wind up with some junky players. Ooh. I'm honest with you guys and tell you that this is a tough one to break. This is a tough one to break. I'm not sure. I'm glad we have a little time to figure it out. Because what I want to do and what I should do are probably 2 completely different things, but we'll figure it out. Ichiro. It's blue. It's Ichiro. Congratulations, Cal Ripken Jr. Still at a player draft. That's still a tough one. Woo, man. Go Horner. Yeah. When is retail supposed to release? Anyone know? Gavin Lux. Have they said yet? And that also means then we're due for Bowman Mega. Yeah, we're due. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Dane. Okay. Bowman Mega. Hey, Dooney. Does he have his headphones on? They're not. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are halfway through. We are halfway through. So the question is for us, do we go chase Bowman Mega like we did last year? Hey, look at that. That's a nice one. Color's been pretty good on this. Color for the singles has been a little anemic compared to what we've had before. You know? Javier Baez. So, oh man, so much work. I am so lazy. I really am very lazy. Yeah, I got to get this figured out. I don't know how to. You know what I want to do? And I know this is an awful thing to say, so don't everyone freak out. This is just me speaking out loud to the RCB crew. I kind of would like it to be I would kind of like to start taking the products that are tougher like this one and offering them up to the people who support the feed on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? I like that idea because that's a way to give back to the people who support the business all the time. Because I know what's going to happen with this is that we're going to list whatever we're going to list, and we're going to have people jumping out of the woodwork who have never bought into anything before and will not buy into anything after. You know what I'm saying? The Bowman First box breaks are pushing 900 on eBay, you're saying? Yeah, it seems about right. I'm just a big fan of giving back to the people who support the business, you know what I'm saying? Because inevitably someone or more than one is going to lose out. If we do a PYT, someone who supports the feed all the time is going to miss out on some breaks and be unhappy. And there is a big part of me that will like to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I've got some things to think through. That would probably mean people would quit the group. I'm not sure that really hurts my feelings. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. But, you know, Topps Chrome is going to be tough. Bowman Chrome is going to be tough. And who should get that? The people who support the business, or just randomly whoever? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a tough thing. We will have lots of Allen and Ginter. Trust me. We will have lots of Allen and Ginter. We'll be breaking Allen Ginter all over the place. Well, I mean, we're gonna have about everything still. I mean, you know, there's a chance we might not do diamond icons. Hey, look at that! Is that another SSP? Son of a gun, our second SSP. That's a good one too, Lou Gehrig. So we got Sandy Koufax, Jackie Robinson, and Lou Gehrig SSPs. Yeah, you know, and that's what we'll probably end up doing, Sam. I don't know. I kind of don't want to do any. I don't know. I'm just being. You know what? I do not try to hide the fact that I prefer to give back to us. You know, Rudy. I think we will. I think we will do some more gallery. I think that was a lot of fun. I prefer to give back to us, and you guys know what I'm saying. All you guys here know what that means. I mean, us is here right now. Us are, you know, and that's what I would rather do. That's probably a little bit of a break. I mean, a group killer, but maybe not. But maybe not. I don't know. Lot to think about. I had a good discussion with somebody the other night about whether or not we were a big breaker or still a mom and pop, and I thought that was interesting. The conversation was interesting. His contention was mom and pops don't sell out the way that we sell things out, and I get that point. I get that point. But my contention was mom and pops are the, you know, I mean, they are the ones that are every week trying to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and, you know, making sure they have the money spread out the way that they have to have it spread out and everything else. And, you know, and that's us every week. Every week it's a Nolan Arenado. And you're only one bad run away from being out of business, and we're only one bad run away from being out of business. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Rudy. I don't know. You have to cultivate the people who haven't been around, but we do lots of different kinds of breaks, and, you know, I know there are people who are just sitting waiting for the Bowman, and it's not that I'm trying to be mean to anybody, but, you know, I don't know. Let me just say, Rudy, if my choice was you, or, you know, someone who hadn't bought into a break before and you were trying to you know, get the last spot and they beat you to it, I'd feel bad, and I would think that was unfair to you. You know what I'm saying? Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Is it days of our lives? These are the days of our lives. What Joel say? The Bowman and Dominguez has the feel. Yes, and let's talk about that. We're gonna lift the rule. We're gonna lift the rule on that because I had that exact conversation with someone today. And he was talking about his comparison was with Zion. And I thought it was an interesting one. And one, to be quite honest with you, that I hadn't thought about because we don't do basketball. And that, you will have in breaks Zion going, the Pelicans going for $2,000. And he gave me some examples of what he saw. And other teams going for, normal prices. So maybe that will happen, right? Maybe that will happen. But then, yeah, I don't know. But then that's not going to happen in our group. That's not going to happen in our group. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Zion comp does make sense, Shuey. It makes sense. It makes sense to me the way that it was presented to me, that is the closest comp to that. I still don't understand the draw for Dominguez. The kid's, 16, 17 years old? Hasn't played a game of anything to do anything with, but whatever. But I guess that's kind of the wait and see. But then let's be honest with each other. Then that completely and totally favors eBay, right? Right. You're right, Shortman. But then that favors eBay, right? And that's the other part that I have a hard time with. Yeah, but we were able to see Zion in college and how dominant he can be and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Shortman's very passionate. You be passionate, Shortman. What happened to Mandy? Yelling Wang every 5 minutes. Did she leave us? So I don't know. And so I don't know what to think, guys. I don't know what to think. So, where's the money going to be made? The money's going to be all made on eBay. Money's going to all be made on eBay. And this is not me, because I think you guys know better than that, saying anything bad about the Facebook group. But in order for us to, in order for me to break in the Facebook group, I'm going to be leaving money on the table. I mean, there's not a person in the world who would believe that you're not going to be leaving money on the table for that. Because, I mean, eBay is just, But I'm not gonna. I don't want to make any. I'm not gonna make any predictions about anything until we get closer to the mark, because I got to see. I got to see how this plays out. I've got to witness what happens with it, and trust me when I tell you, my eyeballs will be glued to, and my phone will be ringing off the hook. As I call people and everything else to yeah, but then that wouldn't be us, and that's the thing. Yeah, it's a complicated thing. It really is a complicated thing. We aren't. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm curious to see how it plays out. I think in order, it's the Yankees, the Royals, and then the A's are going to be the top three. So, who knows? Who knows, right? I think a lot of this foolishness that's going on now is about to come to an end. I don't think, not with new product coming out, that we're going to see the other products. I think they're going to come down in price, in my opinion. Again, there's so many of them that are priced beyond the value you can pull out of the boxes, the cases, they have got to come down in price. If they don't, I don't know. If they don't, then I'm going to begin to worry about the hobby. So that's what I think too, Tyson. It is really a bad time. Oakland's going to be expensive in this one. I think a lot of the money that we're seeing being thrown around now is a lot of stimulus money, and that ain't going to be there forever. You know, and so we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Do I think that Bowman will be expensive either way? Yes. Would it be a shame from a collector standpoint if it came out at $4,000 a case? It would be do a horrible disservice to the hobby as a whole if that happened. Horrible disservice. There is still price gouging going on. There are people trying to take advantage of every single dollar they can. And I think it does a horrible disservice to the hobby. So we'll just see how it plays out. We'll just see how it plays out. And I have no doubt that when this starts going, I'm going to start getting calls from people offering me cases. I'm curious to see how many of them offer me cases at $4,000 a piece. You know, I hope we do not get a second round of checks that come out. But B, pre all of this, the hobby was in a good spot. I think it's in a nutty spot right now. I think it just goes back to the good spot that it was in, and we're in good shape. You know, and I agree 100% with the Wander Franco over Dominguez. There's no way that I would. You set those two cars in front of me 1,000 times out of 1,000, I'm taking Wander Franco. 1,000 times out of 1,000, I'm taking Wander Franco. How many players have come down and they've been the next coming, the next of this or the next of that or the next of the other, and they don't pan out. You know? Yes, that's true. I guess everyone feels like it's a great time to be breakers because everybody and their mama is trying to become a breaker now. I wish them well. Hey, Kyle Lewis, SP. The distributors, I deal with 3 distributors now, and I had a 4th distributor that finally I was able to get in with. So, and we've been doing this, so I can't even imagine with the new guys. You're buying everything full retail and trying to make money off of it there. And that's a pick and choose ball game. It is not easy. And I wish those who are doing it the right way, I wish them well. And Mandy's back. Bo SP would be nice. We're going to work on that. Well, I mean, what is the game? The more that case prices and box prices go up, the more that breakers become a necessity. You know what I'm saying? The more they become part of what it is to break. Because hey, Jordan Yamamoto. Because what you know, for a lot of guys, it's the only way you're getting it, right? For me, I have a certain threshold that I want to get to, and I'm not interested in being bigger than that. Once we get that the rhythm the way that we want it, back end, so the back end rhythm matches a front end rhythm, then we're gonna cap it out. I personally am not interested in exponential growth. Did I already go through these? Because I did, because look. Why did I do that? You know, I don't know. I think things are just a little nutty right now. You know, and I would just like to get them back to something resembling normal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Big enough to withstand the crazy is a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? And if I continue to chipper out of 299, if we continue to look, I have no doubt that I could find a shop that's didn't survive this and is looking to unload their tops allocation, and then we open a shop. You know, I mean, that's a terrible thing, but I know that's already happened. Yeah, but you know, the people that are over leveraging are not a real part of the hobby. In my opinion, they're the part of that. What's that bozo's name? Who was talking about what cards you should invest in. I think they're part of his ilk, and they don't last. Yeah, Gary V. I think they're part of his ilk. I think the core of the hobby is very solid, and I think it will shake itself out. You know, I think it will shake itself out. It's a good time. It's a good time for everybody to be selling, because there's lots of people out there buying. There's lots of money being thrown around, and that can only be good things for the hobby. And eventually, the pendulum will swing the other way, and you know. We have only had one deep color so far. But either way, I think I think breaking is what it, I don't think it's going anywhere. Gavin Lux. Come on. Really? We're just playing the flip game. Um, when I look at the analytics for what we do, um, for all of the different things that we do, Jeff, I do see Garrett Cole, a lot of younger people. Our core, well, when I say younger, that 35 to 45 range. And so I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I mean, the thing is, could we be in trouble in a couple of generations? Absolutely, absolutely. But it's like with comic books now. The kids have been kind of priced out of it. You know, kids have been kind of priced out of it. I don't think so. Gary V is bad for the hobby. Dustin May, in my opinion. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And if you feel differently, more power to you. So I don't want to have a big, deep discussion about why. I just personally think he's bad for the hobby. And I'll just leave it at that. But, it's been going on for a long time. We'll see how much longer it keeps going. And what the next thing will be. Something will happen along the lines of breaking, or breaking will morph into something else. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Something. Gianni Bench. Randall Grichuk. You're right, Joel. Like I said, the hobby is kind of priced out kids. It's an adult thing now. There's no doubt about that. It's an adult thing now. Gavin Lux. And it is what it is, you know. Garrett Cole, number 2. You're right about that too, Short Man. People on a limited budget, you can't survive in the hobby anymore. You can't survive in the hobby anymore. But again, I think that's where breaking makes it, you know, also helps people come back in. If you come into the hobby from a perspective like mine, where, you know, I'm a fan of a team that is very cheap right now, it works well for me. Speculators are going to hit the big teams, the big end teams hard all the time. And if you're a fan of those teams, you're just going to have to accept the fact that, you know, maybe you collect around whoever the big guy is and hope that you can eventually pull one out of a pack or, I don't know, something. And I think that's why retail is becoming what it is because, yes, there you go, Dan. That's what I was just going to say. I think retail is becoming more of what it is just because of being priced out of hobby. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm having fun. I like opening cards. Alex Verdugo Black. Well, that doesn't mean it's dead. That means it's in retail's doing well, Short Man. If it's being eaten up that quick, it's eaten up like that around here too. I'm hoping on the retail end that I can get in. I'm hoping that, and again, this is a horrible thing to say, Blake Snell, and I don't. There's not a nice way to say it, and I don't mean it this way, but I'm hoping that I will be able to get in on some of those orders for retail that had to be rejected because people can't, you know, because of the current situation that they can't pick them up right now. Because I didn't get into retail, the wholesale end of retail until after, and that's an awful thing to say, and I feel guilty saying it, but it's the only chance I have. And that to me would be one of the ideals for the group, would be if I could get in a large quantity of retail, because I think Bowman retail is still solid. So we'll see. Josh Van Meter. I get up every day looking for that email. Hey, Dune. But however it needs to work out, it'll work out. And we will continue to move forward. I'm going to say this too, which I think is a benefit for us as a group. I, like many of you, belong to many Facebook groups. that do breaks. And we are kind of unique. We are kind of unique. I think our makeup is kind of unique. The way that our group is the feel of our group, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I think is a little unique amongst many of the breakers. You know what I'm saying? And I like that too. That we have a different kind of feel. We are. And so I think that benefits us too, is that we have that. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It is a part of what we do. But you guys know what I'm saying. I mean, some of these groups, you know, hey, look at that, Kyle Lewis. We got an autograph. We got an autograph. Is it numbered? Out of 299. All right, Kyle Lewis. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, family is a good word, but you know what I'm saying, though. We play well together. We feed off each other well without everyone being a bunch of schmucks. I mean, come on, we know we give each other grief. You know. I mean, Marie with her giant smelllikebutt.com was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. You got to give her that. Though I do say it's the whole city of San Francisco and not the Giant specifically. But we, you know. So what you're trying to say is I got a big mouth? Is that what you're trying to say? You're lucky it's true. Yes. Yes. And it's funny that my main email is has the word clan in it. So, you know, and I think that gives us a long-term advantage, which I like, is that we, you know, there's not a lot of goofiness. And I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, the minute that I start taking myself too seriously, this is over. It's over and done. And so, I try very hard not to take myself too seriously, because it would be over, honestly. I like Pete Alonso. We're going to put a sleeve on Pete just because. Thank you, Dane. Well, I mean, you know, but it's good that everyone, you know, I don't feel like anyone feels like they can't contribute, that they can't have a voice. You know, you got to be a little thick-skinned to be a part of what we are too, which I kind of like as well. I wouldn't take me seriously either. You know, but and I think I like that as well, because we are definitely not a thin-skinned group, and the people who have come in who have been thin-skinned didn't last very long. and for whatever reason. And I think that is also to our advantage that we aren't thin-skinned and and adult enough to have opinions but also respect other people's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of it being all professional, and honestly, we're on the downturn. If you ever see my face in the camera, that's when you guys will know it's time to get out. Oh my lord, there's Dune on the screen. Get out. I would leave too. Because then I would spend all my time staring at the screen and Speaking of staring at the screen, one of the pastors from my church called, and they want to do we were talking, he came by the other day. They do rounds just to check on people, which is really nice. And he came by today, or called me the other day, and they want to do a profile. I keep waiting for these to be the reverse. They want to do a profile of the business for the church, which I think is a pretty cool thing. And so I was supposed to do it today, and we went and talked about it today, and what's going on. But I told him right now, I look like Grizzly Adams, so I'd rather wait until I got a haircut and shaved. I mean, honestly, if you guys can see my beard, it's like not beard, it's like beard. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. One sec. So now I have to get a haircut and shave. So I will go do that, and that'll be fun. Nico is what? That's a good one. Somebody asked me the other day if I had to collect one giant, who would it be? And boy, that would be a tough one. That would be a tough one. Though I do have a pretty large Willie McCovey PSA graded collection. But it would probably end up being somebody that cards would cost me much more than I would want to continuously collect. I'm a big fan if that's the same thing happened to me, short man. Back in the day, back in the 90s, understand now that I'm Filipino. I grew up with Filipino friends. Back in the day, the way the Filipino men wore their hair, and probably still do, slick straight back with a mullet, a curly mullet, right? That's the way I wore my hair. And so I said to my wife that I think I wanted to do that. I got attitude about it. I don't understand. What is the problem? What is the problem with having a mullet? Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll be called the Breakers mullet. Ooh, short man, the Breakers mullet. It's like Lou Bob. Where did Lou Bob start? It started with Restlesscraft Breakers. And where did the Breakers mullet start with? Restlesscraft Breakers. And then people will eventually walk by you and they say, "Oh, you buy into baseball breaks, don't you?" Hey, how'd you know your breaker's mullet? You know. I think that would be fun. Last stack mojo, guys. Man. We've had 2 SSPs, which is fantastic. So let's just do a click while you guys are doing that. We got a Kyle Lewis autograph. That was nice. A couple Coles. Yamamoto. Kyle Lewis SP. Lou Gehrig. That's nice. Gavin Lux. Why'd I put Bo in there? Oh, because I'm top loading all the bows. Cody Bellinger. Jackie. So I do. So what am I just doing? Some and not the others? Is that what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Craig Kimbrell. Yeah, it's been a little. It's not really great, huh? No, I cannot do that. That's right, Pinoy Power. I cannot do that. I keep having to send all kinds of people all kinds of goofy stuff. Man. When I tell you guys that I'm lazy, do you not believe me? I'm lazy. Then you make me think about it. Now I have to think about it. Let me write it down right now. Drive me crazy. Not you, Sam. I'll do it for you. Murray's driving me crazy. Okay. So this is going with the Yankees. Yankees. Man, Marie. Jeez. There, Yankees. Maria's killing me. Speaking of which, I should make some adobo. I was looking forward to going to Hawaii because I wanted to go eat all the Filipino food. And so, for that respect, I am sad. But, if we have to go to Texas, which is fine with me, I love Mexican food, so. Maybe your favorite breaker, not Marie's. Marie hates me. She sent me a private message and said that she wished my left arm would fall off. I thought that was mean because how can I break with one arm? One-armed breaker? That would be weird. You know? How would that work? You couldn't open a pack and then do the cards with one arm. That'd be tough. One of. Gavin. You know, guys, I'm ready for a new product. I got to tell you. I'm not sure what all the Bowman stuff, how that's going to all play out, but man, I'm sure looking forward to new product. I'm looking forward to things past Bowman to see what happens, and I'm locking in cases as we speak. I've got emails out to lock in everything I need. Because we're going to get back to our, I mean, because we're, you know, 12 to 15 cases a week is what our normal load is when we're doing everything, and I want to get back to that rhythm. And I like new products. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like going back. What's up, Jonathan? Johnny Stell. You know, maybe. You don't have a mullet, neither do I. But we were just talking about, you know, maybe we should all grow a Breakers mullet. And for you ladies in the group, you're more than welcome to grow the Breakers mullet as well. Saturday, we're doing the 2017 Ginter. We are working on PYT pricing and hoping we will have that. But I will have an answer for that when we have the post. Tomorrow, the only thing I'm planning on doing, guys, I just got other things that I've got to get done too around here. I have to keep up my responsibilities. We're going to just do this last box of Bowman First tomorrow. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't even bought anything for the beginning of next week yet. So I probably should think about doing that. Do I have anything left? I better look around. You know what we need to do? We need to do the Chasing Cal Ripken break. 36 spots. And see if we can pull out a Cal Ripken Jr. rookie out of 82 Donruss and 82 Tops. I think we will do that at the beginning of next week. That'll be a cheap break. It'll be fun. Cheap, cheap, fun, fun. Have we added anything to the stack? Man, the color has been... the color has been kind of ugly. I really should need to work on that. Saying super. Okay, OBS went down. OBS went down. So I waited for it. Willie? I don't know. I mean, we've done Pack Wars and they were a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun. Last time we did what? 64 spots? Man, we'd have to take that out to 256 or some ridiculous thing. Oh my lord, that would be work. Work, work, work. Ah, jeez. Nick Senzel. I should change the name of the break group to Lazy Breaks. We only break baseball product that has 500 cards or less in a case. That'd be some high-end stuff. We'd be breaking all kinds of high-end stuff. So here's your stack of rookies and rookies. That's a pretty good stack. And rookies and rookies and other things and rookies and other things and rookies. I think we're still going to see lots of beaning going on. I think it'll be fun. I do not wish beaning on the Astros, but I think it was going to add flavor to what will otherwise be probably a not very exciting season. But I could be wrong on that. It could be a fantastic season with all the craziness. Jackie goes under here. So we wound up with 3 autos. Here is where we came up short big time. Here's where we came up short big time. You know, Dan, I would say if this, it was going to happen, it would happen this year. Big time. So Verdugo and Kimbrel, black out of 69, and out of 50 we have. You know, that is an excellent point, Tyson. I will look at the back of those and see. So you guys make sure you check those. Out of the silver packs, Gavin Lux out of 150, Aquino out of 99, and Nolan Ryan out of 199. Because of the way that we did the out for the game used, Arenado, Ripken, Soto, Trout, and Goldschmidt. We had one decent foil, Jordan. These are the SPs and the SSPs. SPs of Bellinger, Garrett Cole twice, Kyle Lewis, Chapman, Devers, and Molina, and then 2 SSPs. Let's put them this way. Lou Gehrig and Jackie. If you're going to get 2 SSPs, those are pretty good ones to get. 3 autographs. Pretty common to only get 2 in a case. But we got one out of the silver packs of Kyle Lewis, then Yamamoto and Dickerson. So not even, you know. If I had to put that on a scale of 1 to meh, I'd say meh. I'd say meh. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it certainly wasn't anything anybody's going to remember. You know what I'm saying? Day after tomorrow. Thank you guys, as always. Good conversation. It's always fun talking to you guys. We do have a lot of fun. So you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll be back again tomorrow, another break. Back again Saturday with Allen and Ginter, 2017 Topps Allen and Ginter Saturday. We also have tomorrow and Saturday on eBay. We have full case tomorrow and 2 breaks, and a full case Saturday and 2 breaks of Bowman Draft Jumbo. Bowman Draft Jumbo. So that's the other thing that we have going on the next couple days. So it will be an earlier break tomorrow. 4 o'clock will probably be the starting time. And then Saturday, we're probably going to go a little earlier on the Allen and Ginter. What is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Friday? Man, I better order something. Or we seriously won't have a break on Monday. Is it bad that I really am not, my feelings aren't horribly hurt that we don't have a break on Monday since we're kind of prepping for Bowman? I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. So you guys all have a great rest of your night. Thank you as always. We appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you for the great conversation. I can always count on good conversation with our breaks, which is as important to me as the rest of it. I really enjoy talking to you guys. So you guys all have a great rest of your night, except for Marie, and I will see you guys later on. If I can do anything for you, please let me know, and I will be happy to see what I can do. Talk to you soon.